how to create a Google Doc. Remember, Google Docs are great, especially in the MBA program, because we can collaborate and everything is stored on the internet. So if you watched the introduction video, you'll see that you don't have to worry about continuing updating the same file, or if the revisions that your teammate wanted to make are in the file. You create a Google Doc and all collaborators have access and can simultaneously make changes to the file. All the changes are tracked and you can see any revisions that have taken place. So the first thing you want to do is go to Gmail. So you can see that I'm sitting on the Gmail login page. You're going to sign in with the student ID that you were given. So I am going to actually use a non-student ID. So when you're logging in, yours would be your last name, first initial at student.elms.edu. The important part to remember is, although you're logging into a Gmail account, you're still at elms.edu, and I believe yours is student@elms.edu. Now you can change your password after you've logged in, so you got a password to make something that you remember, you're more than welcome to change that. So once you've logged in to the Gmail account that you have, you're going to go up to the top and choose Documents. So once you choose Documents, if you had created any or if anyone had shared any to you, you would see a list right here. We don't have any. So we're going to create our first one. So remember, again, at the top you have some different options. We're choosing Documents. So we're going to hit Create. When we hit Create, it asks us some questions. We are going to choose a document file. A document is something very similar to what you're used to using if you've used Microsoft Word or if you're using Max Pages. So it's word processing. It's a great tool if you've watched that little 3 or 5 minute intro on YouTube where you don't have to worry about changes constantly being tracked. They're simultaneously updated by all of the people who are using your doc. You'll notice that it comes in untitled, so we'll want to title this. So I'm going to call this How to Create a Doc, a Google Doc. We could change it later, so I'm going to call it that. Google Docs is a great tool in the MBA program to be used for I did not spell that right, so it works the same as it would have. You can see that it says saving, all changes have been saved. It automatically saves everything and keeps everything up to date. Google Docs is a great tool to be used in the MBA program for collaboration. It allows all You can edit in Google Docs just like you're used to in your word processing. So if you wanted to format this a little differently, you can choose your format size, you can bold things, you can underline things, italics things, you can highlight. So you really have a lot of flexibility. You can attach pictures, you could put in links. Any of the things that you're used to doing in your word processing, you actually can do here. You can put in page numbers. You can put in breaks. Again, anything that you're used to doing, you actually will be able to do right here. So there's a number of options that you will find useful You can figure out how many words are in here. So if you have a requirement where you can't go beyond 1,000 words, you can keep track of that. You can insert tables, and there's a fabulous help option. So there's one more thing we need to talk about. Right now, this Google Doc only belongs to me. Only I can look at it, only I can edit it. In the MBA program, we do so much collaboration. You really need to do this one more step. So when we look at under File, we want to go to Share. When we look at Share, there are a number of options. You could type in your teammates' names. I find the easiest way to do that is to change the privacy option. So if we look at the first setting, it says Change. I recommend, since all folks in the MBA program have Elms ID, I think that the best choice for this is to say people at Elms College with the link. So only people who have this link that have Elms College IDs will be able to collaborate. Now you could type in your 4 teammates. If you are sending something to your faculty person this way, you don't want to do it. You actually want to go back and you want to type in your faculty person's name. So let me share this with myself here. So I am sharing this with Carrie Calnan. Only Carrie Calnan will be able to edit. So you have options. What can this person do? Can they add comments? Can they only view it? Can they edit it? So I'm going to allow this to be edited. And I'm sending this person an email to let them know that they have something being shared. This is how you could actually send things to your faculty member. Your faculty member could then edit it and send it back to you. This is a great tool. So I'm going to say save and share. If you had 4 teammates, you could share it that way. Just type in your 4 teammates' emails and you'd be ready to go. There you go.